it's an acceptance of the fact that they did not do well with the economy. Clearly, because if you are proud of your achievement, why are you attempting to exempt your vice or to exonerate him or something?
Especially he praised him on the digitalization work that he's done.
Yes, that one he didn't take the praise.
No, he did not.
He shifted it to Bawumia. But when it comes to the economy in general, he opted to shield Bawumia. So it's somehow an acceptance of the fact that the economy is in a mess. And it's also sends a signal that what Bawumia did not too long ago by attempting to say that the economic management team is just an advisory body and the likes, so to say, so as to portray the fact that we should blame the president and not him, and that he would want to start on a fresh page. It also suggests that is a grand scheme being run by the NPP, from what President Akufo-Addo is saying, because it's almost as if he was doing damage control. He wants to, accept the fact that Bawumia was right saying that, because the back stops with him.
Yeah.
But in my view, although it might be a political strategy for them, for some of us, it clearly gives us the signal that the president would like to say that he didn't do well. The economy is in a mess. Though obviously there's no way you would be in power for 8 years and you wouldn't do anything. Even if you brought someone who has never managed anything before or who doesn't understand economics at all, the person can still do something. At least he can put up some buildings and do some road constructions here and there. So everybody will achieve something. But from what
that's what they miss expectations.
Yes.
Prior to the 2016 elections, he made a lot of promises, told us a lot of things they discussed with accommodating, and we will not have to go out borrowing, and a lot of things he said. So many people had high hopes of what he would have been able to do for the country. Now, for the Doomsday bit, I wouldn't want us to talk much about it, because we all know the situation right now. I mean, he says, for example, that within the last 7 years, his administration has made sure that we don't go back to the dark days of Doomsday. But for the past few months, if you look at the way the outages are, they mimic Doomsday. Because at the Doomsday era, it will go off between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., and 6 p.m. and then 6 a.m. That's what we know it to be. Currently, that's what a lot of people are going through. Now, if you listen to Kwabena Donko, for example, he says that we're not supplying power to La Côte d'Ivoire anymore because we don't have enough to give. He talks about the fact that we have been shedding loads, about 600 megawatts have been shed the past 3 days. So it tells you that there are challenges with the system. Yet the president says that, Doomsday is a thing of the past. And like I said, even when he was, saying that, when he got to that point and he made mention of it, then my lights went off. It kept going off and on. So I had to resort to Facebook on my phone. But for me, I'm here in the Ashanti region, and I like to talk about a few things. We'll talk about the free SHS and the fact that he talks about the fact that it is an improvement. Unfortunately, he didn't specify what improvement that we will see, because I know that John Dramani Mahama says he's not going to cancel the free SHS. I don't think that any president can cancel free SHS as it is now, but we need to do some improvement. But the president, Nana Addo Dankwa, they don't say specifically what improvement we will see. I would ask you about that. But is it surprising to you that he talks about the fact that Ameri plant is in? And last 2 weeks or so, yes, I got wind of the fact that Ameri plant is in at Aomaso. He talked about the fact that he'll be commissioning, the Kumasi International Airport in May. But my checks, and listeners, if you join us on Facebook right now, we're showing you pictures of the Kumasi Airport right now. Please join us on Facebook and see, for yourself what we're going to be talking about right now. Because the president talks about the fact that he will be commissioning it, and says that it will be named Nana Addo Dankwa, the first international airport. Now, my information that I have gathered about, the airport has to do with the fact that some works ought to be done. And those works cannot be, even if the equipments were available right now, those works cannot be done between now and